Everybody, it's Saturday, February 11th, 2012. Thanks for stopping by. This is a little public service announcement for anybody out there who's been dealing with the Moron mantra, which is anti-racist, is code word for anti-white. I've got a very simple solution to that. All you have to do is change your comments policy so that all comments have to be approved by you. Now, once you do that, these people, they are affiliated with Stormfront, the neo-Nazis. They're coming to your channel or to your website through a social networking website called the Bugs Swarm. Okay, so they're going to get on the Bug Swarm, and they're going to tell everybody where they posted the mantra today. And they're going to probably tell them, oh, they, got on your channel and owned you and made you look like a fool by posting the mantra all over your website, and you couldn't respond because you're just a lefty. Okay, so and it is annoying and frustrating, and that's the idea. They want to annoy you and frustrate you and make you angry by just whatever they do, just posting this mantra, and really all they're doing is just copying and pasting talking points and propaganda slogans that were invented by this Nazi named Bob Whitaker. Okay, so they're just spewing Bob Whitakerisms. Bob Whitaker all over your website. Okay, it's not them. It's just words out of his mouth. Probably just copied and pasted. Because if you look at his website and you look at the things that he's told them to say, and you look at what they're saying, the formatting is exact. And they won't admit to being Nazis. If you accuse them of being what they are, they'll scoff and make a joke out of it. That's what he told them to do. If you go to his website, you can see he told them to do that, to pretend like it's ridiculous, to try and deflect it. But don't let them deflect it. Let them know that they are neo-Nazis and that they came from Stormfront and National Salvation and the Bugs Swarm. And they call themselves Bugsers. And they're very, very proud of themselves and their ability to copy and paste the words of Bob Whitaker, and they believe that if they do that, that you're just at their mercy and you can't do anything about it. And and their power lies in their numbers and their ability to just annoy people with the constant repetition of what they do. And so, when you're just talking to a brick wall. They're not really even reading your comments. They're just Bob Whitaker all over your whole website. Okay, so the simple way to do that, like I said, to deal with that, is just to change your commenting policy. Make sure that the comments have to be approved by you. And that will completely wipe them out. There's nothing they can do after that point. And what they'll do, okay, they'll call you a coward for not letting them post their propaganda. They'll call you an opponent of free speech, which they don't believe in. They believe in murdering you if you disagree with them. I mean, seriously, that's what they believe in. That's why they're planning their tribunals, to try and convict and execute people for not being a Nazi. Okay, that's what they're planning. So, don't listen to any of their garbage. Don't let them bully or intimidate or wheedle you into submission. Just delete everything that they post that you don't want to see. Okay? Anything like the Bob Whitakerisms, the mantras, the moron mantras, the propaganda points, the talking about, Asia for Asians and Africa for Africans. Don't let any of that stuff get through. Okay? But you don't have to silence them. You don't have to keep them off of your site completely. You can let them talk. Just let them speak for themselves. Let them make their own arguments in their own words. Okay? Make them do that. And if they deviate from that, if they try to just copy and paste Bob Whitaker or, be completely inappropriate, just don't let it through, because you are the moderator of your website, your YouTube channel, your Facebook page, whatever it is, you're the moderator. So now you don't let them hijack it and take it over and turn it into a repository for the spewings of Bob Whitaker. Okay? Now, once you do that, you will find suddenly that they are completely at your mercy. They have no arguments that they can make. They will, make some pretty feeble white supremacist arguments which can be knocked down like a fly. Bang! Easy as pie. Okay? Like one guy who said, I'm a hypocrite because I'm not a racist. And he's completely consistent. And I proved to him in about 3 comments that the opposite was true. All I had to do was just say, okay, do you support racism against white people? Yes or no? He said, no, never. And then I said, okay, you support racism against other people. Why do you support things against others that you don't support for yourself? And he said, well, I am completely consistent. I support everything for everybody the same. And I said, no, you're not. You are not consistent, because you would not want people to be racist against you, but you want me to be racist against other people, but not against you. And there was really nothing that he could say. He just left, And that is the example of what happens when you take Bob Whitaker away from these Nazis. They've got nothing left. They will crumble in a heartbeat. They'll get frustrated, usually, and start spewing the N-word, start accusing you of being a Jew, things like that, things which utterly discredit them and show that they are actually, the image they want to present is, first of all, just, they just want to spew propaganda and take over your channel, okay? And if they engage you at all, they want to present this image that they just love white people. They don't hate anybody. They just love white people. And what's wrong with that? And you're the hater. Okay? So when you take Bob Whitaker and pull it out of their mouth and leave them with nothing but their own words, suddenly they've got nothing. And when they start getting frustrated, they show their true self. And they will tell you just how hateful they really are, and how paranoid and delusional they are, how anti-Semitic they are, how they think that anyone who doesn't agree with them is a Jew, how they think that anyone who doesn't agree with him doesn't deserve to live, stuff like that. And you can really expose them that way, and just make sure that if you get like 500 comments, just delete all those 500 comments. When you get people whining and moaning about it, delete them. And then you'll get the people who want to comment so bad that they will actually give you comments that you can post that are not Bob Whitaker, because they know you're not going to post Bob Whitaker. They'll put comments on there that you'll actually post, and then you can post them and then refute them, which is incredibly easy. And then when they get frustrated and start using the N-word and showing anti-Semitism, post that, and bingo. These people are exposed, they've lost the debate, and they're gone. And their bugs a swarm at that point is of absolutely no use to them. It's totally useless. Because if they direct 500 Nazis to your website to take it over, all you got to do is think, gone. No Nazis. So this is my public service announcement to all of you on YouTube that are dealing with the Nazis, the actual Nazis, who are posting anti-racist is code word for anti-white, which was their instruction from their leader and Führer, Bob Whitaker. Thanks for watching.